Hey y'all, this is my Real Housewives of Potomac review. Now, first and foremost, I just want to let y'all know that the Patreon just debuted today for me. It is patreon.com/cdiggy1, and on there you can just get, more exclusive content, bonus videos. You get direct interaction with me, and you give me suggestions of videos that you want. And also, I'll be doing Housewives, the Ultimate Girls Trip, exclusively on there too as an incentive. Thank you to the people that have already subscribed. I'm going to keep updating it as much as I can. I'm definitely going to guarantee you at least 3 to 4 videos a week. But yeah, a ninja is grinding. And now, let's get into Potomac. So we left off last week at the restaurant where Candiace and Ashley were going at it, and Chris was just frustrated. I mean, I'm not sure if he was frustrated with them fighting or his wife, but he definitely left the table. So then we see Candiace and Chris, they go back to the table hand in hand in a united front. They're now talking about how crazy the dinner has been, and Karen is like, if you women keep fighting like this, you aren't gonna look like this at 58. And Karen, I know that's right. I mean, looking at your reunion look, you look good. Robin and Giselle are still looking for a hotel, but their dilemma is the closest hotel is 7 miles away, but it's a 2.5-star hotel. The nicer hotel is 30 miles away. They're really gonna drive 30 miles away out of pettiness. Robin is saying in her confessional that Wendy is a horrible hostess. Now, production, I didn't need y'all to zoom in on Wendy eating her shrimp like that. Like, come on. Now, I will be fair, Robin was the one vouching for the other women when Giselle was saying that she didn't want to let them use her bathroom. So I can see Robin's frustration, plus she's on her period, so I kind of get it. So they're all leaving the restaurant, they're in the van on the way back to the house. Candiace lets us know that Mia is getting on her nerves, and she can usually deal with Ashley and her forehead, but Mia is just something different. Robin continues to let everyone know that she's on her period and she's not in a good mood. It feels like production didn't really give a damn. It's like they told her, you know what? Show up or you ain't getting paid. And I agree with Karen. I mean, where is Juan really? What is Juan doing? Them little boys can take care of themselves. I'm sure, Robin has a great relationship with her mom. She could have had her mom take care of the boys. Juan is just not showing up for her. Your new fiance. Okay, Chris, for knowing how to play spades. G continues to be a nasty old man. I'm sure the old men that he hangs around with, they all talk like that, but everybody in that car seems like Generation X, and it's just a disconnect. They're just thinking, this man is strange and dirty. Not them talking about penis sizes. And of course, G's like, oh, you average and you average. Candiace is like, not my man, nothing but average. And then she brings up his brown dick. I thought we were gonna lay off that. Oh my God. Chris gets up and looks like he's unbuckling his pants. I'm so glad he didn't do that. And Wendy is right here to his crotch. Candiace, I think, really thought he was gonna do it because the look on her face was very serious. They must be in the middle of nowhere because their car rides be lasting forever, it feels like. Lord have mercy. And now G is reenacting him doing pumps or whatever right next to Eddie. Eddie is like, I want to go home. Hold up, Ashley. I see you in your confessional and you seen everybody talking about Michael. Michael is a creepy old man who be violating men's spaces, okay? Nobody else's husband have grabbed cameramen or grabbed people's asses. And also, production, thank you for going back to season 1 and reminding us how Michael pulled his pants down. He did have trunks on, but still, in a public place, pretending he was gonna jump off the boat. So Ashley, you can be quiet with that whole Michael is civilized thing. He is anything but civilized. We do get some foreshadowing though that it looks like G is starting to get on Ashley's nerves. So they finally get back to the house and it looks like Robin and Giselle don't mind driving 30 miles away to a hotel for the night. And now we're with Chris and Candiace, and Chris looked like he's a little drunk and he's talking to Candiace about her altercation with Ashley, her verbal altercation. And he's just frustrated that she took the bait. Candiace ain't trying to hear. She called Ashley a raggedy bitch. Candiace then pinky promises with Chris that she's gonna cool it down for the remainder of the trip. We shall see. Chris is drunk. I really can't believe the Green Eyed Bandits are making this much of a fuss over not having a bathroom in their room. Especially, this is the karma for Giselle for saying that she wasn't going to let those women use her bathroom at her fun house or her $900,000 barn. The new girls, Escala and Mia, are trying to get the Green Eyed Bandits to stay, but they are intent on driving that 30 miles for that bathroom. Also, Robin is making her case that we are in the same house with men. I don't want to use the same bathroom. Like, you act like the bathroom has no door or anything like that. What's the big deal? Or, ladies in the comments, am I being insensitive? Like, do you think Robin needs to have her own bathroom? Are they blowing this out of proportion? Let me know how y'all feel in the comments, because this just looks extreme to me. They're gonna drive 30 miles. I'm guessing that's like 40 minutes at night in the darkness, because it looked like they're in the middle of nowhere, to a Marriott just to come 40 minutes back to the house. Now Robin, she's saying in her confessional, now what if Juan came? Was Juan coming, y'all? Of course not. We see that Wendy knows that the Green Eyed Bandits are leaving. She's saying they're just making a scene in the middle of the night. They being extra. It looked like Wendy don't care. They're going right back to sleep. And you know what? If I was Wendy, I'd do the same thing. So it's the next day. People are just calling their loved ones. We see Ashley calling creepy Michael. We see Gordon and Mia downstairs, and Mia's complaining about Candiace, and she's done with that. We see Karen talking to Ray, and Ray is on his way. Pretty much everyone is up, and then we see Karen in her confessional saying that Giselle and Robin leaving in the middle of the night is as tacky as Giselle's fashions. I agree. And it wouldn't be a girls' trip if they didn't pull a stunt like that. I really wonder, what is Giselle gonna do if or when Robin is taken off the show? Like, is she just gonna leave? I know she need that check. Like, I think in the beginning, like seasons 1 through 3, Robin was more of an individual. And now it's like they are entwined. Like, they are like this. They're like a package deal. And it's a little annoying. I'm sorry, very annoying. I will admit that Wendy should have got a personal chef or something. They were only there for, I think, 2 days. They could have like got somebody to go and cook breakfast or lunch or something. Because you know, with this group of women, somebody's going to complain that they have to cook. And plus, when I'm on a vacation, I don't want to cook. I don't want to have to worry about buying groceries and cooking for everybody. Of course, Messy Ashley calls Giselle on FaceTime for everybody to hear. Everybody is downstairs and can hear her. Karen goes up to the phone and says, y'all are doing the most right now. And as Karen is calling Giselle out, she tells her, well, the host has not said shit to me, and she's been very rude, with Wendy in the same room. So Wendy gets up and says to her, I did speak to you, by the way. You're lying. Let's not lie. And, production, they show us that, she did speak to them. So according to Wendy on Watch What Happens Live, she says she did, in fact, cook breakfast for everybody. It didn't look like it. It looked like people were making their own food, but okay. Candiace isn't downstairs yet, but the topic of conversation is Mia and Candiace gonna talk out their differences? And Mia says she's open to it. We see that Ray has finally made it to the house. And I gotta say, Ray looks like he needs to be at home relaxing or fishing or just doing something that requires not being so active as this Housewives show requires. Like, he comes in like... So the Green Eyed Bandits get back to the house after their 30-mile journey. Giselle, I don't mind what she's wearing. It's okay. But moving on to someone who actually has fashion and style, it's Escala, and she looks really good. Like, she be turning these looks out. Now, Robin. Robin is dressed for the grocery store. She just got right up out of bed, put a little jacket or blazer, something on, and left the hotel. I'm gonna need the cameraman to stop zooming in on Giselle's boot. So Wendy comes down fully dressed with Eddie. Looks like everybody's ready to go. Wendy sees Giselle in the corner and pays her dust. Like, looks her way and turns right back around and says hello to everybody else. It's really sad that, they started off on such a good foot on her first season. And now I don't think there's any type of reconciliation with them. Like, that was such an intense cold shoulder from Wendy that Giselle was shivering from it. Ray made me laugh. Look at Ray throwing shade. So Ray greets Giselle. He's like, what happened to you? She jokes and says, well, dealing with your wife. And then he tells Karen, you broke Giselle's toe? What happened? You didn't go for the neck? Good one, Ray. He's still sharp. Even Giselle laughed at that. And she does say in her confessional that she wants him to live. So they're all on this boat, and I love this. Like, this is something that I would love to do on my birthday or on a vacation. This looks really great. Open bar, food, lunch, sun, scenery. Yes, my old ass wants to do this. So we're with Robin and the Scholar now talking, and I forgot that they are the main friends on the show. Like, Robin brought her on, but the Scholar has really been gelling with the other ladies great, and she doesn't even need Robin's presence anymore. Robin's just expressing her frustrations with Wendy as well as the vacation setup. She said this wasn't proper planning. Well, Robin, you need to do your own trip then. That's what you need to do since you complaining so much. Production didn't put a gun to your head. You didn't have to come. Because Juan sure didn't. She says she does not want to have a conversation with Wendy because she knows it's going to turn into a debate. Oh, Mia. So Robin and the Scholar are talking, and the Scholar's mostly asking Robin about Wendy and their relationship now. And Robin is telling her that they started off really cool like last season, and we get a flashback, and I did like their friendship together. It seemed like they really clicked. And Robin feels like she made a misjudgment on Wendy's character, and she just feels like it is what it is. They don't click anymore, and that's fine with her. And the Scholar just expresses her concern, saying that I'm friends with both of y'all, and I just want y'all to get along, and I don't want you to be offended if I'm friends with Wendy. And Robin reassures her that, it's fine. I'm not going to hold that against you. Now, messy Mia, like, she was with Gordon getting food in the middle of that conversation. She was ear hustling. So she goes back upstairs and tells Wendy, well, I heard Robin said you different from last year. Ooh, Mia. She loves just bringing some chaotic energy, doesn't she? Now, I can't defend her in this point, but she's just being messy and incorrect. She's a producer's dream, though. Karen is just shaking her head. I'm really surprised Giselle didn't say anything, and that speaks volumes because Robin, the guard dog, rough. Anytime Giselle is even not in the room, or even when she's in the room, she is like on the defense for Giselle. And Giselle, crickets. Wendy says that she is evolved, and if Robin is the same person she is last year, then that's hers. There's no growth from her. Lord, so as Scholar and Robin come back upstairs, it's quiet, and Mia just says, well, welcome back. I told Wendy what you said downstairs. Wendy might not be happy to see you. Wow. She has literally done this to everybody on the cast. Everybody. But it seems like most of the ladies is just like, oh, that's just Mia being messy, that's her. But Candiace, she takes it to another level. I'm surprised Candiace didn't say anything in this moment, but Candiace is sticking to her word to Chris. Like, she is being cool the entire time. So now again, we have Miss Mia, Miss Messy Mia, Misinformation Mia, spreading the wrong tea to the ladies. So Robin corrects her and says, I didn't say that. I just said our friendship isn't what it was last year. Mia's like, sorry. What? Girl. And then Giselle used one of my favorite words, space cadet. That is a term I use for someone that is just in their own little world, such as Mary Cosby from Salt Lake City. It seems like with Mia, she always evokes a who said that moment. Who said that? You did. Mia then asked Robin, well, why do you feel your friendship changed? And Robin doesn't even want to engage in the conversation because she says she doesn't want to be involved in a debate. And Wendy's like, okay, girl, whatever. I don't understand why Robin and Wendy just can't work it out. The only reason they beefing is because of Giselle. So this is something that can be easily fixed. I wonder if they did during the reunion. Well, what Wendy had to say on Watch What Happens Live, it don't feel like it. Wendy does say that she welcomes any conversation from the Green-Eyed Bandits, and in this moment she does address Giselle about her comments about her being a bad host. She said, really, everyone just chose their room, and it is what it is. This was not to slight you. Giselle is like, well, you still didn't check on us, or if we made it to the hotel safe, we didn't get hit by Freddy Krueger. If Giselle ain't feeling Wendy in that moment and says she don't care about her actions, then why does she care if Wendy checks up on her or not? Well, Wendy tells them, well, y'all made a choice. And then we have Robert complain about the bathroom situation, that there's men in the house and men pissing on the floor. I'm a germaphobe. Girl, whatever. Now the men being dragged into it. Who is pissing on the floor? That's what I want to know, and not cleaning it up. Like, I get it as a man, sometimes we miss the toilet seat. You know, like sometimes, you know, the piss goes two different ways. We've been there, but we clean up after ourselves. But she maintains that she found a solution that made her comfortable, which was driving 30 miles at midnight to a hotel for 6 hours and driving back 30 miles to the same house. And then it seemed like they leave it at that. But then, you know, Giselle says, always aggressive, always combative. Then Wendy hits back, well, you always the mean girl and always the bully. There is no salvaging this friendship. Robin, stop worrying about the guys, okay? Your guy ain't here. Stop worrying about the other guys. Why are we having this conversation in front of the guys? The guys don't want to hear this. You are on a reality show about the Housewives. Bring us the mess. Sorry. I'm hungry right now. I just got from the gym. She's pissing me off right now. Please get her off the show. Please, Bravo. Like, Robin, I'm sure you are sweet in person and kind, but on this show, you look miserable, girl. Leave. Here we go again, Ashley in her confessional, bringing up her creepy-ass husband. Of course we know Michael didn't go purposely. He didn't want to be around everybody. You know what? I'm thinking Ashley can go too if she don't even want to bring her husband around. I'm sure Messy Housewives in Potomac is a dime a dozen. Like, that's the thing. Everybody is replaceable. It's just the fact that she's aligned with Michael is the negative about her. So now the men go and do their own thing, and then now we're left with all the women. Again, Messy Mia is asking Wendy, y'all didn't want to resolve anything? And I'm so glad Wendy put Mia on Front Street. Okay, girl, how about you talk about your issues with Candiace now? Give me a break, since you want to resolve something so bad. This is the most calm Candiace has been. It's kind of strange. And she is open to talking with Mia. I feel like Candiace must have took an edible or something. Like, she is high right now. Like, she is never this calm. So Mia starts off and actually apologizes to Candiace for, you know, asking a messy question to her mom about her video shoot. And then Candiace says that she appreciates it, but she was really triggered by her comment criticizing her video shoot. Now, I did not call that, y'all, in the last episode. I said that Candiace didn't even bring up Mia talking to her mom. She's focused on the low budget comment, in which the video was. It was low budget. Here we go. I was hurt. I was hurt by the comment. I've worked so hard. And y'all, Candiace can cry as much as she wants, but I'm saying, like, it's so frequent that it's funny and a parody at this point. I feel like all this and Candiace's behavior, and for her to be triggered by the word low budget in regards to like a video shoot, that has to do with deeper things, and that's probably her mom at the root of it. And which I agree with Mia in the last episode. She might need therapy. However I feel about Candiace, I'm glad that they're having this conversation in order to move on, which I would have loved to see between her and Monique. So Mia says now that she knows Candiace's boundaries, she's going to respect that. She didn't intend to offend Candiace like that. And I agree with Mia. Like, you see how Mia has been chaotic with everybody? Everybody. And we're going to see next week that she gets into it with Ashley. So yeah, like, I just didn't see how Candiace was just taking it so personally. Like, it wasn't even like a personal jab. So now Candiace is explaining why she said what she said to Mia. And Candiace, I gotta say, you didn't know about her mom, but you did know that it was a button to push to make her react. She knew that, and she didn't care. She also said in the heat of the moment that she didn't care. But okay. Mia is giving the ladies some more background on her mom's journey. She's been sober for 10 years. She's been to jail for 8. And she says every day can be a struggle for her as an addict. Woo. This is like a lifetime story her mom went through. Both her parents died while she was in jail, and then she didn't want to go to the funeral because, they were going to have shackles on her feet. Wow. So now Mia's crying, she's a little emotional, and she says sorry to the group, and she even does her own little Candiace eye dab. And Candiace's like, girl, don't worry about it, we cry in this group. And I'm glad somebody said it, some more than others. And then all of them laugh. Wow, they are good now. They are good. Well, not present day, because Mia has been going hard on Candiace. They've been going to war on Twitter. So yeah, I'm guessing this moment, in that moment in time, they were good. So now we are back on that van again, and I'm sure their house is maybe an hour and 10 minutes away. And then Gordon, he points out to everybody how Ashley is just knocked out sleep. I guess, mouth open, everything. But I'm guessing he didn't realize that Ashley was still awake in that moment. She was just relaxing with her head back like that. Now, at first it looked like a little friendly dig back and forth, but now it looks like it's getting a little serious. Ashley is a little aggravated. So Ashley in her confessional, she's just saying, I got my kids at home. I haven't gotten a really good night's sleep, and his behavior is irking the hell out of me. So yeah, it feels like Ashley has had it with G's old man behavior that everybody's been tolerating. I wish Gordon just fall back and leave her alone, maybe apologize. But yeah, Ashley says, well, yeah, your definition of fun is a little warped then. Everyone on the van is now uncomfortable, and that is where the episode ends. So this was a decent episode. I'm glad that, after 3 straight great episodes, that they gave us a break. I wouldn't even call this a filler episode, but it was decent. It was a good episode. Because I was like, damn, I'm about to do another 30-minute episode. So I'm glad everything was a little relaxed and the drama wasn't turned up to an 11. But anyway, let me know y'all thoughts in the comments of what y'all thought about this episode. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for Salt Lake City. Bye.